Hi guys, how's it going? And welcome to the first ever flight review from Scotty Does. Me! So let's get into the flight review of Eurowings. Now, basically we are budget travelers and this isn't going to apply to people that are going to be in business class or first class. This is to the real traveler, the budget traveler. So on the 14th of May 2017, we took a 12-hour flight from Bangkok to Cologne. And I have to say, it was a pretty good flight. So let's get into the details. The aircraft we flew on was an A330-200 and the seat formation was 242. Flight number EW0107. We departed Bangkok at 6:20 AM and we were on time, which was really good. And we arrived in Cologne at 13:35. Now, our final destination was Budapest, so when we got to Cologne for our stopover, which was 7 hours, we then flew on the carrier Germanwings, which is like the sister company with Eurowings, and we flew on there for roughly, I think, an hour and a half to arrive in Budapest. I'm not actually going to talk about the Germanwings flight. This is just the Eurowings flight, even though they're kind of the same company. This is just going to be about the long-haul flight. So the price, which includes both flights, for two people was £569. We also pre-booked 2 pieces of luggage with a maximum weight of 23 kilograms, and that cost us £58. We also pre-booked 2 Sky Meals and we went for the vegan option as it was the cheapest option and seemed actually like the sort of nicest option on the menu, and that came to a total of £18 for 2 meals. And we also pre-booked the 2 seats on the left-hand side of the aircraft so that we could just be by ourselves and have a bit more of a comfortable ride, and that cost us £40. So the total price for 2 people was £686. So first of all, we went through check-in. I have to say, check-in was really smooth. It was really well organized. It had everything there. The staff were really friendly, and they even had a guy at the front of the queue, which was basically saying like which person was open and which person to go to. Because you do have them odd people that seem to get to the front of the queue at the check-in counters and literally just stand there with their back to the check-in counter, and then everyone's like, mate, come on, like, you're next. I don't know why people do that. So yeah, there was a guy there making sure there was no numpties not checking in. As I said before, the baggage allowance that we pre-booked was 23 kilograms for a checked bag, and they seem to be quite strict on this as well. I did see a few people at the check-in counters trying to reshuffle weight around in their bag and basically get their weight down for the checked bag. The boarding also was very, very well organized. They sort of separated like the different seats, you know how they normally do, like this row goes first, this row goes in the second door, this row goes in the first door, you know, the group of rows go in one door, group of rows go in another door. So it was well organized. So when we got on the flight, it was very smooth, just walking up the aisle. There was loads of room in the overhead lockers, and the plane seemed really, really clean as well. I'm pretty sure it's quite a new plane that we were on, and it was very nice. The seat pockets and stuff had all the information in. It was very well organized and stuff like that. So yeah, it was a really nice welcome onto the flight. So yeah, the seats were very, very comfortable. As I was saying, it's a 2-4-2 formation. Me and Ali were situated on the left-hand side of the plane. You did have quite a lot of room like in the window seat with like the shape of the plane, so you had a bit of extra leg room there, which was nice. And I am 6'1", and my knees weren't touching the seat in front. They were close, but they weren't touching. There was loads of leg room obviously under the seat so I could stretch out fully. And yeah, I mean, it wasn't as tight as some airlines, but it wasn't as big as others. But it was okay, you know, for the amount they give you, it was pretty reasonable, to be honest. Another thing I noticed was the headrests on the seat. You know, they have those ones that like you can move sort of around, so you can actually like bend them round and actually like kind of trap your head in the seat, which was cool. Like if you don't have a neck pillow, then they're actually really, really comfortable. One thing I will say is the seat pocket in front was really, really tiny. So if you do like to get really organized with everything out, like putting your iPod in the little thing, maybe a bottle of water, there wasn't too much room to kind of fit stuff into that seat pocket. A nice surprise was seeing 2 USB chargers down in between the seats where you can plug in anything to charge up via USB. That was a really nice thing to see, because everyone uses their phone before they get on a flight, and majority of people have like ran their phone into the ground waiting in the airport. So it's really nice to be able to just grab a USB charger out my bag, plug it in and charge my phone. The seats also came with a TV screen built in, which had films, TV series, music and games. The only problem is, because it's a budget airline, it was €9.90 to purchase the entertainment section for the whole flight. Now, one good thing is the kids section is free, so you can watch a couple of kids films, a couple of kid TV shows, and there's a couple of like children's games on there as well, which you can mess around on. So yeah, we didn't pay for the entertainment package, basically because we're cheapskates. And yeah, we had other things to entertain ourselves. I had loads of TV series and movies on my iPod already downloaded. So if you want to do that, you can. I'm pretty sure as well, I'm not 100% on this, so don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure I seen someone with a hard drive plugged into the TV, into the USB there, and they were watching a series on the screen. So I'm not too sure how they did that, or like if that's just accessible once you plug it in, but yeah, I think that is actually a thing, so that's really cool. Also, the cabin crew were really, really friendly. They were really good at sorting stuff out for other people that I noticed that were on the flight. The toilets were also very, very clean. They kept them fully stocked with toilet paper and tissues and stuff like that. They were very nice. And all in all, it was a very, very pleasant flight experience. Moving on to the food, our meal came, our vegan meal came, and my God, when you pick it up, be careful because it is very, very hot. I burnt my fingers doing that. But yeah, the meal was really nice. I was very, very surprised how nice the meal was, and you got a really good amount of food as well. At this point in the flight, we were actually starving. We'd actually brought on snacks. We'd snuck on snacks to eat while we were on, and yeah, that was kind of cool. I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to do that. But if you bring in a little bag of crisps, a little bag of nuts, and you can sneakily just like eat them as you're flying and try and hide it from the cabin crew. I have been told off a few times with other airlines not to eat food, but yeah, I don't know why they do that. Obviously because they want the money for selling food, and maybe if you're bringing like peanuts on and someone has a peanut allergy, then that would be really bad. But yeah, I think they should let you bring on your own food. So to sum everything up, I would honestly rate this budget airline for this long haul flight. I would give it a really good 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed this 12-hour flight. It was very comfortable. It was very nice. They had space around the toilet area for you to stand up and have a little stretch, which was really cool. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. One thing I would change about the airline if I was in control of it is I would make that entertainment package on the TVs free for everyone. I think it is a bit of a it's a bit of a rip-off having to pay $9.90, you know, once you're on. I think they should at least include that in the price of the ticket. But all in all, it was an amazing flight. I really do recommend flying with Eurowings. After that experience, it was very good. And also, just quickly, the Germanwings flight from Cologne to Budapest was very good as well. Obviously that was a smaller plane because it was a short time to get there, and it was just like a normal budget airline plane. There was no TVs. They did like a little walkthrough with the drinks and stuff, but obviously everything you have to pay for, and it was pretty much just an up and down from Cologne to Budapest. So yeah, it was a really quick flight. So as you can see as well, this is a new background, and yes, we are in Budapest at the moment. This is our Airbnb for a few weeks before we find ourselves an apartment. and I will be taking you around Budapest a lot. There's going to be a lot of vlogs and a lot of videos on Budapest, so get ready for them, and I'll see you guys in a couple of days. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs down if you didn't, and basically if you haven't subscribed yet, click that subscribe button and click the bell notification so you can get updates of my new videos of this amazing city. So, thanks guys.